Well, good afternoon, everyone. Good evening, good morning, wherever you're joining me from. I am Bart, and this is Backstage with Bart. Today's episode is totally unscripted. I have no talking points whatsoever. I do want to share with you a video in just a moment that will help summarize the reason I wanted to bring toward this discussion today. Ask the question, are you a weekend warrior? Are you someone who works Monday through Friday with the whole intent of celebrating Saturday and Sunday, taking that special time to just have time for yourself? I was that person for many years. Because just like probably you, I was brought up and taught you go to school, you get a degree, you get a job, and you work there, and someday you may get a watch and retire. But when I was in college, I was actually a graduate assistant teaching at a university, and the head of the department there said to me, he said, "Your world is going to be different than mine." And I said, "How's that?" And he said, "Your world, you're going to probably change careers 3, maybe 4 times within your work life." He said, "For me, that wasn't the case. I went one place and stayed there forever." And I thought to myself, that's crazy. I'm not going to change careers. I know what I want to do. And I proved him wrong. I didn't change careers 3 or 4 times. Been at least 7 times that I changed careers. Why? Because I couldn't find what it was I was supposed to do. Remember a couple of episodes before I talked about the book Illogical by Emmanuel Ocha. And Emmanuel talked about you need to find your thing. What is it that you're good at? What is your thing? And once you find that, that then creates the ability to lead a life that you deserve. There's a mentor of mine that talks about lifestyle. And he says, all of us have a life, but very few of us have style. But you want to have that lifestyle. So how do you get it when you're working 9 to 5? There's a song about working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living. And that's exactly right. So I want you to think a little differently. Chris, what I want you to think about. Let's think about when was the last time you really learned something new and different? When was the last time that you made education a priority? And you may say, Bart, I'm done. I've been to college. Don't want to hit a classroom ever again. I'm not talking about that. What I'm talking about is being a lifelong learner, learning something that will help propel you, help move you into the next stratosphere of your life. Now, you probably noticed this is my 3rd live stream podcast this week. I'm so happy to announce that I have teamed up with 2 incredible individuals. On Tuesdays, we have Across the Pond Perspective with the amazing young man, Toby Hurley from the UK. We just connected a few weeks ago. We have so much alignment, so much that we want to bring to the audience here. Not only are we bridging the pond from the US to the UK, we're also bridging generations, coming at it from 2 different perspectives totally. And then yesterday, my good friend, one of my coaches, one of my mentors, someone that I consider a true accountability partner, Mr. Desmond Donaldson and I did Snack and Chat. Do that every Wednesday. And then on Fridays, we're going to be having Backstage with Bart. Why? Because it's just a great way to end up the week. But next week, we're shaking things up a little bit. Toby and I will be here on Tuesday. But Wednesday, I'm boarding a plane and flying to New York. Why? Because I'm a weekend warrior. You see, I live life on my terms, not on someone else's terms. And how do I do that? Well, yes, I am in business for myself. Yes, I do have my own business. Yes, I consider myself an entrepreneur, but that's not really the secret sauce of what I do, the golden egg that I've discovered. What I've discovered is an education platform. And what I'm about to share with you is strictly education only. But take a look at it, and on the other side, it lasts about 3 minutes. On the other side, I'm going to share with you why I became part of this, where I currently am, and where I plan to be. And I'm also going to unveil my why, my goal, the reason I'm doing this. Very few people know this. I'm about to put it out there to the whole world. All my friends in New York, take notice. Because when I'm up there, I want to meet with you and I want to talk with you about it, have a drink, have a cup of coffee, have lunch. And I want you to say, Bart, I get it. I know why you're doing what you're about to do. Take a look at this real quick, if you will.
If you could have a home office from wherever you want, where would it be? For Forex traders, the world is their office. Trade from a beach, a coffee shop, in flight, or even the top of a mountain. So, have you ever thought about trading? If you're like many of us, you probably said to yourself, that's not for me. Well, here's what I've learned. Trading, like most of life, is 90% mindset and 10% skill. When Michael Jordan got cut from his high school basketball team, do you think he said, that's not for me? When a baby is learning to walk and they fall down, do you think they say, that's not for me? No, they keep dancing. Well, not only is Elevate an education platform that teaches financial literacy, we now have an app for that. Allow me to introduce to you a former professional footballer, a soccer player, who is one of our super students and a mentor coach to many of us, Mr. David Hunt.
For those of you that know, we're involved in trading, Forex and crypto. We have launched our app and we have been using it. And today we were sent, or this week, we've been sent these trade ideas. Okay, you can see this from the app. And here I placed them, and here are how the results are going already. This is really cool. We also have been having a lot of success within the team just using this. So all we do is we copy and paste what they send us and we put it into our MetaTrader. Here also is some of our Romania team now that have been using it for the last few days, and they're really loving it too. So for any of you that are looking to trade but don't have the time, then definitely I recommend hit me up, try out this app for a month, see if it works well like it has been for us, and then from that you can have some fun with it on the journey of making money with the trading, Forex and crypto.
Well, thanks, Mr. Hunt. Now, will you be rolling in money immediately? Probably not. A quick disclaimer. Elevate is for education purposes only. We will not and cannot guarantee income. But with the right mindset, you'll discover what many of us are discovering. Learning how to trade and trading for 30, 60, or even 90 minutes a day. Then you too may be able to call in sick to work and say, I'm sick of coming to work. Get back with the person who invited you for more information on how you can be an Elevate student, or even perhaps be in the circle of super students like Mr. David Hunt.
So why did I show you this? Am I trying to sell you something? No, I am not. This is an education platform. If you're interested in this, I can hook you up. I can show you how you too can become a super student or even a student of Elevate and learn the Forex trading. Now, you may say, Bart, I don't have anything to do with Forex trading. I was with you. When I first heard about it, I thought, not for me. Because here's what I know about myself. I know what I'm good at. I know what my thing is. Analytical analysis is not my thing. When I see those charts and all those colors and those candlesticks and things moving around, I think, ooh, that's kind of pretty, isn't it? That's kind of cool. I could turn this into this, and also my creative juices start flowing, and I create some type of marketing piece out of it. That's not actually the best student, I didn't think. But here's something else that I'm good at, and that's training. And knowing when someone that's teaching you a way you can learn. And that's what we have here. And I must say, I am totally hooked. So where am I right now? I am still a student. I am still learning. I am actually in what's called what I call a playground. You see, before you ever invest into the actual market, through this Elevate concept, through this education platform, you're given a sandbox, if you will, to go out and play in with play money. So you have play money, but you're in the live market and you're making trades, you're making decisions, you're learning. Sometimes you're succeeding, sometimes you're failing. And you go, there it is. I know the people get ripped off and fail all the time. Michael Jordan was the greatest of all time during his era in basketball. You might say that LeBron James may be there now, or another basketball player. But here's what I can assure you with 100,000% accuracy. Michael Jordan did not make every shot he took, but he became the greatest of all time. You're not going to win every trade, but you're going to win a majority of them by what they teach and how they teach and the safeguards they teach to put in. So why do I mention this? Because here's my passion. I love the arts. It's obvious. Look at my studio. I love the arts. I'll be meeting with some artists and some performers, entertainers in New York next week while I'm there. If you're listening to me live here, guys, I want to come see you. I want to have a drink with you. I want to talk to you because here's what I want to do. Not what I want to do. Here is what I am doing. I've given myself 3 years in order to do it. I want to open a place in New York that we can replicate across the globe. That is a place for aspiring artists. Because here's what I know. There's a lot of talent out there and there's a lot of passion people have. And what I have discovered here with what we have with the company that I'm partnering with is we have the ability for anybody to follow their passion without compromising their artistic, personal, daily pursuits. What does that mean? If you can set aside 30 minutes a day, an hour a day, and every one of us have at least 30 minutes to an hour a day, if it's important to you, to set that aside. And what can you do? You can learn. And you too can learn how to invest in this Forex market. We've got people, disclaimer now, it's up to you, but we have people right now that are starting out that are making a couple $100 a day. I used to wait tables for my theater friends in New York that you're waiting tables and bartending. Are you making an extra $100 a day? Well, how much effort and time are you putting into that? You see, what this is allowing you to do is to create a lifestyle, a life plus style, so that you can work and do other things. While I'm in New York, I will be making trades. I will be earning money. I will be saying, yes, I am on the right path. So when I open up this place in New York for aspiring artists, it's going to have a recording studio. It's going to have a dance studio. It's going to have a rehearsal hall, have a multi-purpose room, but more importantly, it's going to have a place where aspiring artists can come together, be supportive of each other, but part of it too is for me and other people who are part of us to share how you can create that financial freedom so you can continue to do what you do. When COVID hit, guys, it was awful. It was cruel for people in that industry profession, people all over the world. But for a moment in time, they thought their life stopped. The financial markets didn't stop. They kept going. There's not a lack of money out there. There's an abundance of it, but you got to know how to work with it. So I wanted to bring that to you today because that's how I'm doing this. I'm spending a couple of maybe an hour and a half a day looking at the market, being in a class, studying, because we got a video vault we can study, talking to people in chat rooms that we're part of, learning and seeing what other people are doing so that I can then create what I'm going to create. So what I do with the rest of my time, well, part of it is right here talking to you so I can get the message out. Part of it is writing. I've got a novel I'm about to release. And so, that's been a journey itself because I did not want to, I had a hard time giving it up. I can only imagine how parents feel when the kids leave to go off to college because this is something I didn't want to turn loose off because I felt like it still wasn't there. But but I gotta cut the tie there and make it happen. But that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. And I'm using this to create just one more stream of income. Because here's what I know. In today's world, you got to have multiple streams of income. Just like the head of my department in college told me, I'll change careers 3 to 4 times. If you have one job and one source of income, you're one paycheck away from being broke. And I've been there. I have been broke. I've lost everything. And when I did, I made a decision that was never going to happen again. But here's also the other decision I made. And that decision was, it's not going to happen to me. And I'm going to work with others and share with others my journey, what I've learned, so it will not happen to them. My friends in New York, I look forward to seeing you. I'll be there Wednesday evening, leaving the following Monday. Maybe staying longer. I don't know, because I have that freedom to do that. But I'll also be back because that's where I'm building, because that's where my future is as well. Get back with me if you're interested. Shoot me an email, a text message. If you got my number, call me. You know, I'm on Instagram. Go out to gogetbart.com there. You see it below. You'll see all my social media out there. Click on that. You know, let's make this happen. And folks, ask yourself, are you a weekend warrior? What if every day could be like a Saturday or Sunday? Get up early, sleep late, catch a movie, do something different. That lifestyle is out there for you. But are you just having a life with no style? I'm not. New York, I'll see you in a few days. Until then, go out and have a great Friday. TGIF.